And President Trump is making moves to restructure the Department of Homeland Security. And this includes the firing of heads of Transportation Security Admission, the Coast Guard, and eliminating all members of a key aviation security advisory group. Very timely considering the news here. Our Chief Transportation Correspondent, pilot May-Kay Beeler, joining us. And May-Kay, what do we know so far about these moves from President Trump?
Oh, a lot of changes, Julian. Members of the Aviation Security Advisory Committee received a memo Tuesday saying that the department is eliminating the membership of all advisory committees as part of a, quote, commitment to eliminating the misuse of resources and ensuring that DHS activities prioritize our national security. Well, despite the firings, the committee itself will continue to exist, but it won't have any members to carry out the work of examining safety issues at airlines and airports. The committee was mandated by Congress after the 1988 Pan Am 103 bombing over Lockerbie, Scotland. The group included representatives of all key groups in the industry, airlines, major unions, as well as members of a group associated with the victims of that bombing. Now, the vast majority of the group's recommendations were adopted over the years. Homeland Security officials didn't respond to questions about this move, so the future of the committee remains unclear. Well, meanwhile, TSA Administrator David Pekoske was fired, even though he was originally appointed by Trump during his first term. He was in the middle of what was supposed to be Pekoske's second five-year term in the job after he was reappointed by Biden and confirmed by the Senate. Now, during Pekoske's tenure, he oversaw a rapid increase in the use of facial recognition technology at airports across the country, which raised concerns among privacy advocates. Frontline TSA officers also received substantial pay raises designed to bring them in line with other federal law enforcement officers, which Pekoske credited with helping with hiring and retention. But a recent string of stowaways found on board flights and hiding inside wheel wells of planes, well, that renewed questions about aviation security. No official reason was given for Pekoske's departure. Well, in addition to those firings, Trump will also appoint a new administrator for the Federal Emergency Management Agency, who he has criticized harshly for the way it responded to disasters like Hurricane Helene last fall and the California wildfires. It is customary for the head of that agency to be replaced every time a new president takes office. Back to you guys.